Hello, this is Victor Cuevas with Victor for Advice. I'm bringing you another short video from one of the articles on my Financial Advisor magazine publication. And here we go. The very rich already have a plan to escape Biden's tax increase. Now, I'm going to go over this article, but folks, I want to let you know this is not new. Now, this author wants you to think it's something new and newfangled type of thing they just come up with. Not the case. Guys like me have been doing this for decades. But now, and it's been popular for wealthy people, it's been popular for banks, and it's gaining a lot more popularity among regular folks out there that I work with. But now with this Biden being president and his proposed tax increases, other wealthy people are starting to look at this strategy. And you see they call it, let's go with this first sentence. Wealthy Americans are scrambling for places to hide from plans by Democrats to hike their taxes. Many on Wall Street think they found just the thing. Now, Wall Street traditionally, folks, Wall Street traditionally has shied away from insurance products, life insurance, annuities. They can't collect their fee, and so they want you to stay in stocks. But they realize that they're going to have to come over to our side somewhat if they want to give their wealthy clients something that they really need and they really want. And so here it is, a niche strategy called private placement life insurance, PPLI, was already gaining popularity among the very rich for its ability to shield fortunes from taxes. Now some advisors to the top 0.1% say it's dominating conversations with clients. So all of a sudden the clients are saying, look, where can I put my money, stashes of money that I have on the sidelines, where can I put it where Uncle Sam isn't going to rip me off? And they go to the financial advisors who don't operate in the world I operate in, and they go, well, I don't know. And they're scrambling around trying to find out, and now they're getting educated on cash value life insurance. But this PPLI is something specialized for wealthy people. It's kind of almost a trust type of thing with more rules and regulations than what we use with our clients. But the benefits are still the same. So here we go to threat of higher taxes that President Biden calls making billionaires and millionaires pay their fair share isn't the only factor sparking interest. A little known change in U.S. insurance law at the end of 2020 makes the tool more powerful. That's just the 7702 rule, and it does make cash value life insurance even better than it ever was for the financial strategies. So guys like me and my colleagues, we've been knowing about this for the last couple of years, these changes, and now they're taking effect this year, and we're doing policies with these new rules. Now, here it is. As long as assets are held in the PPLLC policy, that they escape taxes. When a policy owner dies, heirs inherit the contents tax-free. Those perks strike at the heart of Biden's plans to get the very wealthy to pay top taxes on their investments, pay more taxes, especially on capital gains that currently aren't levied if assets are held until death. Now, these aspects are true for any type of life insurance policy, a cash value life insurance policy, not just this PPLI. Let's continue. Private placement insurance poses a serious obstacle. Clients are very interested right now, said Tara Thompson Poppernick, Director of Research, so forth and so on. It takes some education to get them to wrap their heads around the concept because it's not just buying life insurance. This is what I've been explaining for years. When we put these plans together, we don't care about the death benefit. We care that it's a life insurance policy because according to IRS regulations, if we have a death benefit attached, we can do all kinds of neat things within this policy. Okay? So when they say here, it's not just buying life insurance, What we do is when we work with clients and we find out from them what kind of money that they want or need to put away and during what periods of time, well, when we factor those funds into the illustration, into the scenario, it spits out, so to speak, a death benefit that has to be as minimal as possible so we can reduce the cost of the policy. But that allows us to have a very efficient financial strategy, has a death benefit, but the costs are low. And this is what they're talking about. So again, when we do these things, we're not worried about that death benefit. The death benefit is going to come out. We do want it to be as low as possible, but that's not the focus of the strategy. And that's what he's saying right here. The PPL has drawbacks, strict and very complicated rules determining whether a policy qualifies as life insurance. That's any cash value policy. We don't want it to become a modified endowment contract, which basically turns a life insurance policy into an IRA. So that's nothing different or anything like that. It's nothing new. An important distinction between that's what gives the accounts their tax benefits. That's just generic KBC 101 life insurance, cash value life insurance. The policies can fail if not funded properly against 101 basics. Let's see. The IRS rules require policyholders to give up day-to-day control of the PPLs. That only applies to this particular instrument. You have total control, the way we set it up for you, of your day-to-day cash value. Complete 100% total control. To exploit its advantage to the maximum, advisors try to stuff as much money into the PPL, or basically the cash value life insurance policy, while paying as little as possible in insurance cost. It's just what I explained. Really, the point is not to pay a lot of insurance, not to pay a lot for the insurance piece, for the death benefit. So they're saying something that, folks, people like me that do this for a living, we've been doing this for a long time. This is all basic knowledge. But in this article, they're talking about, oh, look, this is some new stuff that is hard to understand. No, it's not. If you go to my YouTube video, I have videos explaining it, and it's easy to explain. It's easy to understand, and once you get it, you want to do it. The bare minimum you'll need to start one of these is $2 million. Not the way we do it. This is just for their little specialized trust type, estate planning type of things. You can do one with $300, $400, $500 a month. Okay? Or you can do it with $1 million a year. Doesn't make any difference. In other words, you need to be extremely wealthy to even think about a tax-sheltered PPPL. Look, maybe to do that specific strategy they're talking about, but there's basically life insurance with a different tweak for them. Okay? But it's all it is cash value life insurance. It's the best tax shelter on the earth. And you don't need to be extremely wealthy to do it. Okay? So, if you want to learn more about this and how it can apply to you, just email me, call me, whatever, and I'll show you how you can move a lot of your assets. If you have some assets sitting on the sideline you want to shelter, or if you just want to be sheltering it on a monthly basis, we'll show you how to grow that money nicely over a period of however long you want to grow it. 10, 20, 30, 50 years, doesn't make any difference. It'll grow nicely. You won't have to pay a dime of tax on it. And you have access to the money tax-free all throughout your lifetime. And one of these days when you retire, you can draw income for the rest of your life tax-free. The wealthy people have been doing it for ages. Now with the threat of taxes going through the roof, and that's another reason why everybody should be considering this. Now even the guys in the brokerage industry are coming over to our side, the safe money side, and putting together these programs here for the super wealthy. The good news is anybody can do this, and you can create a lot of wealth over the next 15, 20, 30 years, all tax-free. This is Victor for Advise. This is Victor Quave, Victor for Advice. Contact me and I'll show you how it works, and we'll run some scenarios with you and see how you can benefit from it. God bless.